Ballbusters v U-Bot. Big match here. X winning that kickoff. Now following up, moves it in the air. On the offense already, the Busters, but Scoot clears this. Looking fierce to start it off. Looking hungry. Oh, X missed the connection there. Blazing pushing up. Gets around Mac off the backboard. Is Scoot there? No. X clears this. Scooter looking after net. Gets rid of that. Mac came in. Cheeky little push from Mac there. Good touch from Blazing. If Scoot say he could strike, Mac will be first man to the ball. Scoot retreats. Misses connection there. Blazing v Mac, and Mac wins. Striking first blood for the Busters. With plenty of Rocket League left, the captain steps up. An early goal is always helpful. Shakes the nerves off. And we know the Busters, they can get quite a few goals in one game, as we've seen throughout the season. Scoot shuts down Mac there. Blazing trying to contend. Mac missed the connection. X shut down by Blazing. This is going across field. Scoot wins the contest. Steals their boost. Bumps X. Blazing's in. That's off. Was saved there. Sorry by X. Not off. That was well on target. The Busters had that covered. Demo coming in from X on Blazing. Scooter did well to hold his ground for U-Bot. Approaching 90 seconds into the game. Busters have had 60% of the ball in possession and spent 70% of the game in offense. Leading 1-0. Scoot with a clearance. X had that covered. Blazing pushes in. Just gets a touch to slow the play down. Follows up now. X slowing the play down. Blazing back with possession. Passes to Scoot. He's lurking. That should be on. It's high. Blazing has a shot. Can it roll in? Scoot will make sure that ball goes in net as the U-Bot tie it all up against the Busters. 1-1. 3 minutes 7 left on the clock. Exactly the response that U-Bot needed. They're right back in this game. X now with possession, who clears this right side of field. Blazing with possession up the wall, interfered by X. Max up, contends with Scoot. There's an opportunity here for U-Bot. X bumps Scooter. That could be enough. Does look like it. Blazing moves this forward though. X has this all under control. Nearly halfway through game one. Nothing really separating these two teams on the scoreboard. Ball possessions equaled out, 50% each, halfway through this game now. Busters have spent 55% of the first 2.5 minutes attacking. X off target there. Blazing has this under control. Clears this. Max lurking. Gets a touch. X comes in. Now he has possession for the Busters. Takes on Scoot. Didn't work out for him on that occasion. Keeps the pressure on. Scoot, though, with a great clearance here. 2 minutes left on the clock. 1-1, total of 2 goals scored so far in this game. Scoot, demo by X. Blazing takes it on. And, oh, he's hit the crossbar. Sorry, the side post. Not the crossbar. That could have been a big momentum change for U-Bot. They're right on offense here, though. They've got it locked in. There's the break U-Bot needed. X clears this. Slowly but surely. Mac keeping it in U-Bot half. X just passed that to Scoot. Now Blazing back to Scoot. Scoot moves this forward. Blazing rotating out as Mac clears this for the Ballbusters. We have less than 90 seconds on the clock. And it's game on, ladies and gentlemen. Underbots just itching ever so slightly in front with ball possession. 51%. Still pretty equal. Oh, X tubes in. X. Just when you thought nothing was going to happen there, he made it work off of that pop-up from Mac. Gets over Blazing and Scooter to strike on U-Bot net. take that advantage back by 1 point. 2 goals won. 65 seconds left on the clock as Mac wins the kickoff. X is up there on the wall like a spider with a minute left. Looking for goal number 3, but it's shut down by Blazin, who follows this up and passes it to Scoot. Scoot now down that left right-hand wing. Busters just keeping this on the side of field, trying to keep out of danger. They're around here. Viewbot can't get back. Blazin is there. Oh, he gets a touch, but he won't save it. Oh, X gets his second goal there. Made it awkward for Ubot. Blazin just didn't get that touch. And clear it away. 41 seconds left. 3 goals won. A 2-goal advantage for the Busters. It's equal in ball possession. 50% each throughout this game so far. Busters still 55% of this game in offense. Scoot setting up. Cleared by X. 30 seconds on the clock now. X misses connection off the wall. Blazin comes in to move this ball forward. Scoot's there and contends. Right across field. Ubot need a strike here. Oh, Blazin could be in. What a save from Mac. That was so close. But that should seal it for the Ballbusters. Even if Ubot strike now, you'd say that's their victory for game 1. Ball touches the ground. Here we go, game 2. Scoot with the ball after Ballbusters win the kickoff. Matt catches that with possession. Clean. Shut down by Scooter. Sends this back in the Ballbuster half. Oh, X is up and above Scooter. Clears this over both U-bots. Oh, this could be risky for U-bot here. Oh, that is too risky. Pressure built down that wing. Both of them right next to each other. Couldn't get back in time. And a touch there from X. Just a nice little touch. Just get it in the net. 26 seconds in. 1-0. X gets his first goal of game 2 and the first goal for the Busters. Blazing around X. Down the wing. Shut down by Mac. He's been solid in defense the last couple of weeks. The captain. X with a pinch, a war pinch. Clears deep in the U-bot half. Blazin has this under control. Caught by X again. Bit of back and forth. Scooter. Now pressing the net. Max shuts it down. It's a great 50. Works out really well for the Ballbusters. Mac could be in there. Blazin doesn't let it go in this time. The Scoot with possession up the wall. We've just passed a minute into game 2. X saves that shot coming in from Scooter. That bombardment. Max misconnection there, but X lucky on the ground to clear this. Ball possession just under 90 seconds in. Underbots with 55% of the ball and 55% of the first 90 seconds attacking. Scoot centering for Blazin. X positioned himself well there to shut it down. X is around Blazin. That's in for his second goal. 2-0. 97 seconds in the game 2. Definitely a different scoreboard at this point of the game compared to game 1, but there's still plenty of Rocket League to be played. Ubot can pull this back. And as mentioned, if they can get one game on the board tonight, it'll give them some confidence going into finals next week. Scoot pops this up. He's shut down by X. Here's an opportunity for Ubot. Scoot's popped it up high. This will give Busters time to get back. Shut it down as X did. Yeah, definitely slowed the play down too much there. Probably accidental, but still, the Busters, quality opponents, quality team. Let them in the game, they'll take it. Now Scoot demos X, Mac, now 2v1 scenario. The U-bots just retreat. No one was pushing. They put all that pressure on and gave up. Now the Busters are back into offense. That's 2 great opportunities gone missing. And X, here you go for your hat-trick. That is dangerous stuff. The score could be 2 goals all. With those 2 opportunities from U-Bot gone missing. The Busters, though, they're happy to capitalize on that. A hat-trick for X, 3 goals, 0. We're halfway through the second game. U-Bot still with 55% of the ball. Time and offense is now switched in favor of the Busters. They have 55% of this game in offense so far. It's a good contest there from Blazin. Mac, though, clears this right back down where it came from. Scoot should have possession here. He does. Mac flipped himself out there. Oh, here we go. Opportunity for U-Bot. Can they get in? Blazin sees it. Doesn't want it to go to waste. Slowing down a bit too much. Blazin didn't waste any more time there and strikes to stop the bleeding. U-Bot are on the board for game 2. It almost looked like they weren't sure. Do I go? Well, I think Blazin, after those last 2 opportunities, wanted to make sure that ball went in, and fair enough. Oh, Scoot off the kickoff. Oh, it's not saved by X, and U-Bot are right back in this game. They may have missed a couple opportunities early, but they've definitely worked hard for more. And they get rewarded there on the scoreboard. 3 goals, 2. That's a goal for both U-Bot. Wow, how quick things can change in this game. 1:50 left on the clock. Scoot with possession is met by X. Good 50 from X. Moving this forward down the right-hand side. Centered, clean up by Blazin. Mac pushing up, contends. Blazin wins that 50. Follows up. That's a good center. X has this covered though. Scooter meets it up in the air. Gets around Mac. Blazin down that right wing. Blazin with a shot. Saved there by X. Now Scoot with possession. No, he's just passed it to X. X goes across the goals there. Passing back to Mac. Mac doesn't make a connection. 2v1 here. Scooter bumps. Not successful as X contends there and wins the 50. Ballbusters straight back on the offense. They can feel the pressure, the scoreboard pressure building here. 1 minute left on the clock. U-Bot on offense. If they can get a goal here, that'll put the pressure right back onto the Busters. Ground pinch not working there for X. Mac with another entry that goes to the right-hand side of the field. That second effort there from Mac to get the ball away from Scooter. X misses connection. Chance here for U-Bot. 2v1. That's off. Oh, what a save from Mac. Maybe that was on target in the end there. The captain steps up with 20 seconds left. U-Bot on offense. Scooter taking this. That veers across the goal. Blazin interferes. Centering ball. Cleared to the side by X. 10 seconds left. Busters get a clearance. Exactly what they need. U-Bot, they need a strike. They've opportunity, they can keep it up. We know they can. Mac, that ball will touch the ground. No one will be there to stop it. Oh, it hits the side. My bad. Mac's hungry for a 4th goal. Blazin happy to keep this ball alive as Scooter lurking, waiting for his opportunity. That'll touch the ground there. Wow. Okay, there was a few moments that I thought that ball was just going to hit the ground. Going into the final series, but here we go for game 3. Great 50 there from Blazin. Scooter missed the chance to get a kickoff goal. I think there was a little bit of bumping going on there in the midfield. There's Max around Blazin. That connection, it connected there, but didn't work out too well for Mac. The Scooter pretty much just gave up possession there to X. X looked after there by Blazin. Blazin now with possession, trying to toy around with it. Oh, he gets around Mac. Doesn't get around X. He read that play. Scooter v X now. X looks like he was going to center it for Mac, but Scooter shut that down. Took some aerial possession here as Blazin now moving this ball forward. That's off target. Double touch. X won't get there, and Blazin strikes first blood in game 3. Exactly the start U-Bot need to keep themselves alive in this series. 4 minutes 15 left on the clock. 45 seconds into game 3. U-Bot are on the board. Blazing with his first goal. Scoot follows up. He cheats up and it's shot successful. Scooter now on the board for U-Bot's second goal. We're not even 50 seconds into game 3. This is great pressure from U-Bot nice and early. Kickoff working out there for the Busters. Stop the deadly play going on this time round. X shut down there. Mac now coming in for his turn. Misses a connection. Still shut down there by Scoot. Now X retreats. Scoot, that'll be off target and saved by X. Good connection there from Blazin. And a good demo. Scoot now with possession. The demo and pass from Blazin. Scoots up. Hits the crossbar. Blazin's there. No. What a touch from X to save that. U-Bot putting the pressure on the Busters. You can see it. They can go up 3-0 in this game. That would be quite significant considering the Busters did that to them last game. 90 seconds in. Underbots have had 60% of the ball. This could bounce in. It will. Oh, no, it won't. What a save from X. Oh, my God. No way. What a save. Matt clears this now. In U-Bot half, which we haven't seen much in this game. What a pass from X. What a setup. U-Bot has spent 60% of the first 2 minutes in offense. As Mac now strikes, shut down there by Blazin. Blazin meets it up in the A's around. There's an open net. Could this get in? Blazin doesn't get the touch. He centers it though and Scoots there. Big Scooter. What a team play from U-Bot. I thought maybe a Buster could have came in there and cleaned it up, but credit. Well done to the captain of U-Bot to center the ball for his teammate. Neutral win there. Bit of a dead ball, but Mac cleared this. Oh my God, that's on target. What a shot from Blazin. 4-0. And we're about halfway through game 3. This is exactly the response U-Bot need. Keeping themselves well and truly alive in this match. It's good momentum to build going into the semi-finals next week. This is looking likely. Based on the standings, they'll face the Shadow Wizards. Second v third. Scooter shut down there by X. Busters could be on here. Good clearance there from Scoot. He read that play well. Now he's up in the air looking to do some danger. Gets over X. Max should have this. He does. Puts this side of field. Good contest. Well, good touch there by Scoot. Oh my God! Scooter with his third goal. His hat-trick. Oh. Okay, that's alright. Oh. It's alright. We'll get that sorted. 5-0. That is remarkable. We haven't seen a scoreline this big in this series. As a matter of fact, we haven't seen a scoreline like this against the Busters where they're losing 5-0. This is a first. As X takes this in and he stops the bleeding with 1:50 left on the clock. The Busters are finally on the board in game 3. Trailing by 4 goals. It's possible. It's possible they could pull it back. But they're going to need to score the next 4 goals in a row. Because any goal that U-Bot score just stacks on and that pressure builds. That's a good shot from Scoot. Saved there by Mac and X. Not allowing that wall pitch to go in. Blazin moves this forward. Here's across goal. Mac trying to collect possession as he does. Gets around Scoot. Blazin fake the challenge. That'll veer off and clear to the side by U-Bot. Blazin now with possession. Off the wall, up in the air. A bump. Go on, missing there from Scoot on X. Mac, he should be in for Ballbuster's second goal. He is. Great read from the captain there. That's exactly what they needed. Back-to-back goals within the span of 1 minute. 5-2. A minute 15 left on the clock. Ballbusters trail by 3. Mac, no way! Oh, that was close. What a save from Blazin. That was looking deadly. Blazin now should have possession. He does. Clears it down that right-hand side where X is waiting. Good contest from Blazin. Kind of centers it. Scoot sends it right back to his captain. X clears this down the wing. 5 goals too. That came in, but it didn't work out there for the Busters. Cleared too far back. Oh, they bumped into each other. Can U-Bot get their second goal? Sorry, their 6th goal. What am I talking about? Blazin is off target there. Hits the backboard. 30 seconds left on the clock. Wow, the Busters are going to need to score. I mean, it's a goal about every 10 seconds, less now. They need to get on the board here if they are to win. That could be enough. X clears this to the side of field, meets it in midfield. He gets around. They might get a 3rd goal here. They will with 10 seconds left. Ooh, that's 2 goals every 5 seconds. Can the Ballbusters do it? A very strong performance from U-Bot in this game, though. You got to give them that credit. They really came out to play. Oh, Blazin with a double tap off of Mag there. Oh, I was about to say, I'm fairly sure that U-Bot haven't scored a goal to respond. That'll be 3 unanswered, but there's their answer, and that'll seal the deal. 4 seconds left on the clock. There is no possible way the Ballbusters can score 3 goals in that time. That is game. They keep this ball alive. Blazin hits this. Mags up. Tries to center it. It goes offside. Now Blazin with possession up off the wall. Max there. That ball will touch the ground. Here we go. Game 4. Series score 2 goals 1. 2 goals 1. 2 games 1. Silly me. Kickoff works out for U-Bot. Scoot with an early shot. X gets under Blazin. Scoot interferes though, just to buy U-Bot some time to recover. Busters moving this ball forward. They'll be looking to respond after that game there. Game 3. You could say almost a comfortable win there for U-Bot in Game 3, but this match is not over, as the Busters have this locked in to U-Bot territory. 30 seconds in. They've spent 70% of the first 30 seconds in U-Bot half. Came out and went right back in. Centering ball. Blazin to the side and clears this. Scooter's demoed there by X. Blazin interfered by Mac. Scooter's back in after that demo from X. Shut down there by X again. Mac lurking at net. Cleared by the Busters down that left-hand side. Blazin should have possession here. This is looking risky. Oh, X had Scooter scared. Scooter flipped into the post. Lucky that was off for U-Bot. Unlucky for the Busters. Big clearance here from Blazin. Mac catches this. Risky, and it works out for U-Bot. Good push from Blazin there. Good clearance and a good push. Followed up on his own play and it worked out. Paid off for the captain who strikes first blood again in Game 4. 1 goal 0. Just under 90 seconds in. U-Bot have had 60% of the ball and they've only spent 30% of this game in Ballbuster territory attacking. Another opportunity opened up here. Great interference from Mac. Pretty much great save. Nothing fancy, but it's shut down U-Bot there. They're looking dangerous. Allowed X to come back in and insert himself in the play as he now has possession. That's looking on target. Oh, it's just in! Rolls in off the crossbar. Scooter and Blazin were there, but they couldn't get the ball. They couldn't stop it from going in the net. And X strikes for his first goal in Game 4 to tie it all up. 3 goals. 3 minutes 10. 1 goal each. What's going on with me this evening? It's the Friday Funkies. Scooter meets this up in the air. Oh, he's met by X. Oh, he gets his goal. Second goal for U-Bot. His first goal in game 4. And U-Bot take the lead back 2 minutes in of game 4. Calculated play there from Big Scoot. In his third game, X wins the kickoff there, but works out for Blazin. He has possession now, meets it off the wall. Mac should have this all covered. Pressured now by Blazin. This should go back to X. It does. Possession popped over. Scoot now, waiting for his opportunity. Mac v Scoot. Scoot shut down by Mac. What a save. Blazing around X. Mac, what a save! Oh my god. This bro's trying to get number 1 on the saves leaderboard. Cleared here by X. That'll be just off. X, great push. Off again though as Blaze now has possession. Takes on Mac. Mac saves that again. 2 saves from Mac in this game. 2 registered saves, might I add. I feel there's definitely been more saves there that haven't counted on the scoreboard. As we're 3 minutes into this game, U-Bots still hold the advantage here by 1 goal. Busters are on the offense. X shut down there by both U-Bots. Blazin gets around X. Scoots follows this up. Mac will probably be lurking there at goal. He is, and he shuts it down. Doing well to look after the goal line for Busters here in game 4. Blazin contests and wins. X shuts down his follow-up. Knows how dangerous he can be there. Scooter waiting for his possession. Catches the ball. Bumped by X. Flipped himself out there. Max around Blazin. Open net opportunity. Scooter has possession. X was too far away. Both U-Bot bumping into each other. Blazin now with possession. Centering ball. If Scoot's there, he wasn't. Max spun himself, or flipped himself out there. Sorry, not spun himself out. Mac with a shot on. Saved by Blazin with a minute left on the clock. 2 goals, 1. Busters right back on the offense. If they can get a goal here, they're right back in this match. Although this game is certainly a very close one compared to last game. If U-Bot can get a goal, that'll make life much harder for the Busters. X doesn't let Scooter get around there. Ball possession's equal. Time and offense is equal. 50% each. With 30 seconds left on the clock. X with possession takes down the wing. Scooter lurking, looking after net. Saved there by Blazin. That was looking dangerous. X meets it up in the air. No, he doesn't. Mac meets it on the ground and takes it across field. Scooter clears this. X should have this all sorted. He does. Busters, they need a goal here if they are to keep this game alive. Otherwise, we are going to a serious tiebreaker as Mac takes us up the wall. Scooter with possession. An aerial dribble. No way, he's in, Blazin! Blazin comes in to make sure it goes in because it looked like it was going to be saved there by one of the Busters. Mac! Goalkeeper Mac, he's been all over it tonight, but it wasn't enough in that instance. Jump up in the second if the Wizards can't get the job done following this match. This will be a big win either way for U-Bot if they can get it on the board. Scooter messed up the touch there, but it works, sort of works, because now Blazin's down this left-hand side, taking on Mac, captain on captain. Max looked after that, X looks after Scooter. Pressure right back on from U-Bot on Buster defense, all there around here. Scooter should have this sorted as Mac pushes. Oh, X with a touch, that's off. Blazin now with a clearance down the left-hand side. Possession lost as Mac now clears this back into U-Bot half. Good contest there from Mac, but it works out for Scooter. X now pops this up. Mac tried to go for that. Imagine if he got that. That would have been dirty. But I love the effort. X with an aerial dribble. Shut down there by Scoot. Blazing now can clear this. He does. Mac should have it covered as X. Demo's blazing on his way through. Scoot looking dangerous. That's hit the backboard. Giving Mac some time to clear this. Blazing's there and he's bumped by Mac. That could have been dangerous. That's a smart play from the Ballbusters, the captain of the Ballbusters. You can see how much it means to both these teams. The Busters want to hold that fierce record and remain undefeated going into finals. And U-Bot want to be the first team to beat them. Oh, it's a good contest from Mac, but it's off again. That should go in. It does. The captain follows up on his own play and strikes first blood for the Ballbusters. Hits the side post. Great positioning to follow up and strike on net. 94 seconds into game 5. And the Busters open up the scoreboard. How will U-Bot respond? They need to respond to keep themselves in this game, especially after those 2 fierce game performances. But Mac with back-to-back goals. Calm and composed. He had plenty of time and he knew it. So he made sure that ball was going to go in for his second goal in game 5. 3 minutes 14 left on the clock. How will U-Bot respond? Oh, what a save from Blazin'. That could have been dangerous. Very dangerous. Good clearance right down the guts. X should have this. He does. Demoed by Blazin'. Scoot is too far to push up on that as Mac clears this. Now looking for his third goal. Oh, he's saved there by Blazin'. Last line defense. X with an air dribble midfield. Shut down there by Scooter. Now Blazin' meets this up in the air. That's going to be off. X will happily clear this to the side of field as we're approaching halfway through game 5. Ball possessions equal. Sorry, not equal. 55% in favour of the Ballbusters. And Busters have spent 65% of the first half in offense. Leading 2-0. Good contest there from X and Scoot midfield. X doesn't get over Blazin'. Blazin' now meets this up in the air. Passes it to Scoot. Great pass and they're in! U-Bot stop the bleeding and respond after 2 unanswered goals. Teamwork makes the dream work. And they're rewarded with a goal there. Getting over Mac. The captain passing it to Scooter. Can they build on this momentum? Just over 2 minutes remain on the clock. U-Bot back in Buster territory. Off the backboard. Connection missed by both the Busters. Scoot sees his opportunity. Oh, it's gone in. It hits the side post and bounce in. That looked like it was going to bounce out. That's lucky for Scoot as he gets his second goal and ties it all up. 2 goals all with 1:55 left on the clock. Can it get any closer than this? 2-all on the series scoreboard and 2-all in game 5 with 1:55 on the clock. Blazin' met in the air with X. It's a good contest from both players. Blazin' trying to put this in a deadly spot. Mac down the corridor. Now Scoot should have possession here. He shuts down Mac. Mac, great connection up in the air. Didn't think he'd go for that. I love the confidence and it kind of worked out in the end for them there. But U-Bot are straight back on the offense here. Mac doing well to look after that net. X, goal line defense. U-Bot are hungry. They want to cause an upset here. You can see it as we have 70 seconds left on the clock. It's still 2-all. X with the shot on. Oh, it's in! Scoot couldn't save it. With 1:07 left on the clock, X gets his first goal in game 5 and takes the lead back for the Ballbusters. Exactly what the Busters would have wanted with that entry. What a kickoff. What a fierce kickoff. And it works out here for U-Bot. Blazin' goes up. Gets the touch in the end there. Mac completely off. Scoot sees his opportunity, but he's off target. That could have tied it all up with 50 seconds left on the clock. Mac gets around Scoot. Blazin' sends us right back into Ballbuster half. Scoot bumping. Blazing needs to get it. He does. Oh my god, that was scrappy, but it worked. A point is a point. And U-Bot will take it. That was so slow, but it works out. They had the time. Scoot was just rammed himself into X there, taking him out of the play and giving his captain, Blazing, plenty of time to score that goal. 3 goals all with less than 40 seconds left on the clock. 2 goals to Scoot, 1 to Blazing, 2 to Mac, 1 to X. Save there by Blazing. 30 seconds on the clock. Nothing separates these two teams. Scoot's missed connection, and that's dangerous. That will be a goal. The Ballbusters capitalise on that error. You can see the pressure building on Scooter there. Missed a very important connection and left it wide open for X to come in and strike for his second goal in Game 5. The Busters take the lead back by 1 goal. 22 seconds left on the clock and win the kickoff there, but Blazing's in a great spot to send this right into U-Bot into Blazing. What Blazing territory? In the Buster territory. The Busters have it right where they want it. U-Bot, they're bumping into each other. Has the pressure been too much? It looks like they're going to have to keep this ball alive as the Busters have it at U-Bot net. U-Bot, that ball touches the ground. Wow, you can see the pressure was building on U-Bot there, and they just couldn't get over it in the end as Ballbusters are victorious in Game 5, 4 goals to 3. It looked like for a while there we're going to see a major upset going into finals. But congratulations to the Busters. They managed to get the job done and remain undefeated at the end of the round robin stage.